So Beth Schaefer here. Today I'm going to show you how to create an assignment in Schoology. So from Schoology, make sure you're in a class and then click Add Materials. We're going to click Add Test or Quiz. This may not be a test or quiz in your class, however, this allows you to create a variety of activities for your students. We're going to name this Test, and we're going to put it under the category of Practice. If you want to assign a due date, you can, and then you push Create. Once you are in your assignment, you're going to push Add Question. We're going to start with a true-false question, so go ahead and click that. And added a true statement here. This is a true statement, so I'm going to leave it as true. I could change it to false, and I could require correction if it was a false question. But in this case, we don't need to change anything, and we're going to leave it at 1 point and then put Create Question. Okay, now I'm going to create a multiple choice question. My multiple choice question, I added a statement that they need to fill in, and I've given them 4 options. The third option is the correct, so I'm going to push correct answer here. I'm going to leave it at 1 point and go ahead and randomize the choices. Then push Create Question. Now I'm going to add an ordering question. This question, I want students to put 4 adjectives in a certain order. So I'm going to go ahead and bold the directions here so it's a little bit more clear what I want. And I have my list of adjectives. Now I'm going to allow this to be a 4-point question that students can earn partial credit on. They just need to get at least 2 in the right sequence. Then I'm going to click Create Question. Now I'm going to create a short answer essay question. I've added in my question. I come down here, select how many points I want it to be worth, and add a rubric if wanted. Not necessary, but you can add those, and they are great for essays. Then I click Create Question. Okay, there's my 4 questions. I'm going to add a 5th, a fill in the blank. I've added a fill in the blank with a possible adjective that they need to change. What you need to be careful with the fill in the blank is that for every underscore, it will give you an additional answer. Since we only want this to be a 1 answer, be careful to only add 1 underline. Now, if you want it to, you can leave it like this and the student must type in the answer. Or you can add a word bank. If you add a word bank, then you can add in different possible answers, and we'll just go ahead and type some of those in here. So here's our possible answers that a student could choose from. Now there's 3. So we're going to go down, make this worth 1 point, and click Create Question. All right, one last question is the matching question. Given my directions here, and then I'm given my list of subjects and adjectives that match. Now I'm going to make this worth 4 points, and again, allow partial credit. I'm not going to add any filler words because I simply want them to match up, and then I click Create Question. I have all the questions I want to create. I'm going to need to go to Settings. You need to change this from Disable to Enable to allow students to be able to complete the activity. I would also suggest changing it to Resumable. And I like to change it to Yes with correct answers, especially if it is just a practice, so that once the students submit it, they can see what the correct answers would be. Then you click Save Changes. This assignment is now ready for students to complete. If you would like to see what they are going to see, click on Preview and Start New Attempt. Here you see all the questions just as the student will see it. For questions that are fill in the blank or matching, be aware the student cannot click here or here. The student must first click in the blank and then click the correct answer. Likewise, down here, they must click in the blank and then type the correct answer. This assignment is ready to go, and hopefully you are prepared to create one. Feel free to send me any questions you may have, and thank you for listening.